Hey everybody, I'm Steve and I wanted to show you the car that just got finished by Full Blown Motorsports. This is my dream car and I thought I'd take a couple minutes and show you around all the parts they put on it. Now this car started as the 2013 Scion FRS, bought by Full Blown Motorsports for their R&D development for the parts that they developed, like for the FA20 engine, the turbo kits. They had the B160 transmission conversion, the 8.8 Ford rear end conversion. I think it was 3 levels of turbo kit. So back in those days, we had to prove those parts. I was asked to drive this car, and it was a lot of fun. So once the car had all the parts developed for it, for the FA20 and things like that, there wasn't really much left to do to it, and it sat in the corner, and I said, I want that to be my next car. So the heart of this one is the 2JZ GTE that we sourced from the Japanese Toyota Sora. It includes the Full Blown Motorsports fuel injectors. Those are 2000 cc's running E85. The turbo manifold is made by Full Blown Motorsports, sometimes called the 2JZ the World manifold. That one fits the smaller cars with the 2JZ S2000, stuff like that. BorgWarner S366. Looking under the car, going front to back, you'll see the Full Blown Motorsports intercooler. The Turbo Smart blow-off valve is there. Under the car, you have the 2JZ going to the CD009 transmission conversion with the twin disc that's got the Clutchmasters 850 in it. You can see here the full-blown motor mounts that they make. The underside of the manifold, and then going back to the CD009. This transmission is a real nice 6-speed, will handle the power, and relatively cheap, inexpensive. Going back here, we've got the carbon fiber drive shaft made by QA1. That's to the Full Blown Motorsports specs. Going back to the Ford 8.8 Full Blown rear diff conversion with the G-Force Outlaw axles. Now the 8.8 conversion is something they've had out for the FRSs for a long time. Just beefs everything up. Running the stock intake manifold from the 2J. The reason I wanted to do that was, you know, the large intake manifolds, they cost a lot. And for the power goal of this car at 750, it wasn't really needed. The Fueltech FT600 that we're running in this car will do whatever we want it to do, so it didn't call for a big GM throttle body. Actually, the throttle body that's on here is still the drive-by-wire FRS throttle body that came on this car. It's also paired off, oddly enough, with the stock pedal, so we didn't have to do anything with the pedal. The Fueltech just does it. But the engine is stock rebuild. In the top end, we've got the BC 264 cams and the valve train. But other than that, the bottom end's stock. Got the full-blown catch can on here. It's got the full-blown radiators with the 2 Spall fans. So inside, we've got the original Racecraft 850 cage that we had with the car back in the FA20 days when we were proving the parts. This one now has the CD009 shifter from Full Blown Motorsports, and you can see the Fueltech here is a nice solution for just integrating it into the dash. So in this car, it's got an original fuel tank that goes over the back seats and it pulls from one side and the other. It's really hard to fuel it. effectively with this much power with that tank. So we got rid of that, put a 12-gallon fuel cell in the trunk. It's running on E85 with a full-blown Motorsports dual pump hanger. It's got 2 big full-blown pumps in there, along with the filter. So out back here we're running the Bogart 15x8 wheels that were designed for full-blown Motorsports. Those have the street radials on them. The spoiler is a prototype which was handmade and will likely be for sale real soon through Full-Blown Motorsports. So we just got this car off the dyno a couple days ago. It dynoed at 762 and 617 pound-feet of torque. Had a couple days to drive it just to kind of get used to it and get a feel for the car, and it is a lot of fun. It is a beast. And I'm really proud of the work that the Full-Blown guys have put into it. It's been about 3 years, and so we're just getting some street miles in to see what we've got, to see if there's anything that we need to change, make any slight tweaks, and then we'll be taking it to the 8th mile to get some testing done. So I'm glad you stopped by to check the car out. I'm really happy with it, and if you want to see more of these parts that we've shown you on the car today, you can go to fullblownmotorsports.com. Thanks.